What's up, guys? It's Toenail Fungus Journey here, and today what we have for you is a video all about tea tree oil. And what you're going to see is methods that are going to not only help you cure your toenail fungus, but also athlete's foot. And what these methods are going to do for you is not only save you time, but also save you money because these methods are really cheap to do. And you can pick up these products that I'm going to be recommending at your local store or online. Personally, I prefer to just get them online because I don't know about you guys, but where I live, I'm pretty limited with the stores I have, and maybe they have the product I want, but it's not the product that I was actually looking for. So for me, I just like to do it online because you can actually see what people are saying about it, and you can kind of judge right there, then and there, if it's a good product or not. And you just don't have to rely on whatever store has around you, right? And also, guys, I was reading the last comments, or the comments on the last video, and it seems like a lot of you are interested in natural treatments. So comment down below, what do you want to see, and what methods are you guys using right now? What products? Because I'm always curious to see what people are using and what's working for them and what isn't. Because I find that toenail fungus and athlete's foot is a lot like acne in a way. And the products, so you use a product to get rid of your acne. Well, it may work for you, but it may not work for your friend because everyone's different. People have different skin types, all of this stuff. So, what we do here at this channel is try and give you guys the best methods that we found are the most effective for the most amount of people. And, try and give you guys tips on not only the products, but also tips on the right diet and what we use. So to give you a little backstory, if you're new to this channel, I had toenail fungus for 10 years, got rid of it, got it again, and then I got rid of it for good. And also my dad had it, and he actually used a natural treatment for his toenail fungus that he had for the longest time. And that kind of what got me into looking at natural treatments and seeing a whole new world, because at the time I was just using ointments and creams that I was just picking up for they were really expensive too. So I'm really glad I found natural treatments. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We are going to be releasing more methods on toenail fungus and tips and tricks, which will include diet, lifestyle choices, and ultimately products that just work. We're going to have a case study at the end. And to give you guys a little foundation, these videos just to show you methods. They're not to show you, case studies where it's like day 17 of putting bleach on my feet. That's not what these are for. These are just to show you methods and actionable steps that you can start taking today with products that you could find around from your house or you could pick up and get within this next week, right? That's the whole purpose of this. I want to help you guys get rid of your fungus because, summer's coming right around the corner, and I was there, I've been there, and I hated that. I hated being invited to go places or, being in a situation where I had to take my socks off. I literally lived with my socks on for the longest time because I didn't want anyone to see my toes or my feet because they were just dry, cracked, and my toes were like yellow. They were worse than what they were in the last video. Like, they were completely engulfed, just like crumbly. Anyway, I've been there, right? And being invited to go to the pool with your friends or go to the lake and you're just like, I can't. And you just come up with whatever excuse, it sucks. So I don't want that for any of you guys. So what we have for you today is a video all about tea tree oil, and I just want to show you guys some science behind it. So we have some case studies that I'll go over very briefly, and then we'll get right into the methods and show you guys what you can start doing today. So this first study actually from 2013 shows that tea tree oil can actually reduce and kill this key fungus that causes nail infections and causes athlete's foot. And these improvements were able to be seen within 14 days, which is really great, especially for a natural treatment. This second study is actually dated back to 1994, which is a bit older, but all it does is it shows that tea tree oil is effective as a popular antifungal called chlortimazole. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Go ahead, roast me in the comments. But anyway, yeah, it just shows that it's just as effective. And there's also a third double-blind study where it looked at 100% tea tree oil, compared it to this popular antifungal, and with 112 people, they found it was just as effective. And fun story is that this antifungal chlortimazole cream, this is actually the stuff that they prescribed me when I went to the doctor, and unfortunately, it just didn't work out for me. I just didn't receive enough of it, and even when they re-upped or renewed my prescription, it just didn't do the job. So I had to find alternative methods, and kind of some of the reason why I'm making these videos today. So without any further ado, let's just hop right into what you need. For this first method, you're going to need a tub for soaking both your feet in, Epsom salt foot soak, and tea tree oil. So first thing you're going to do for this method, as you could guess, is fill up this tub with hot water. I like mine pretty hot because I like to soak my feet for about 15 to 20 minutes. That's what I'm going to recommend for you guys. So the next step is you're going to put 2 to 3 tablespoons of this Epsom salt foot soak. You can get any kind, but I just prefer this one because it's designed specifically for athlete's foot and toenail fungus. The whole thing behind it, it has tea tree oil and other essential oils infused into these salts. So what it makes for is this awesome concoction that not only kills fungus, but it honestly is super relaxing for your feet. If you're into working out or hiking and your feet get sore, or even if you just stand up on your feet all day, this will work great because it's very therapeutic. I'm using this really cheap tea tree oil that I picked up off Amazon. I think it was like a few dollars, I don't know. But you just add a few drops of this also into the soak just to give it that extra oomph to kill the toenail fungus. And then what you're going to do is you're going to soak for about 15 to 20 minutes, like I said. That's typically how long I do it. And there you can see my toenail fungus. God, that's gross. Anyway, after that, you're just going to go ahead, dry off your feet pretty well. Just make sure they're dry, guys. Honestly, it's so counterproductive if you don't dry them off well and you just go to bed and your feet are still like damp and moist and you're just letting that fungus get to you. And so let's hop into the second method, which is gonna entail just the tea tree oil. So yeah, for the second one, all we're gonna do is take this tea tree oil and just put it on your toes. Honestly, next time I get tea tree oil off Amazon, I'm gonna be sure that it has an eyedropper because this one's really inconvenient, especially when I'm on the go. Like I stay somewhere else besides my house, like if I'm traveling. It's really a pain to apply, and then you just smell like tea tree oil all night, which honestly it doesn't smell bad, it just smells very herbally. But people are like, why do you smell like eucalyptus oil? I'm like, it's tea tree oil, guys, come on, get with the program here. So let's talk about frequency. How often do you guys have to do this? So for method number 2, with just direct application of tea tree oil to your nails, I would recommend doing it 2 times a day. I'll find that to be the most effective. And for the soak, I would shoot for once a day if you can make it. Honestly, I don't personally make it once a day. I strive to do that, but realistically, it's like every other day that I do it. But if you guys are able to do it, if you're more strict about your habits, then go ahead and do it every single day, once a day. I feel like that would be an adequate enough amount of time. It's just 20 minutes. It's not too long. So if you can't devote 20 minutes to yourself, then honestly, this stuff probably isn't for you. And one last thing before we go, guys, I just want to talk very briefly about tea tree oil and some tips and tricks on choosing the right one for you. So the one I have was 100% therapeutic grade. However, I feel like there's definitely more potent tea tree oils that I've experienced. This one was not bad for the money that I paid. But the only thing is it didn't come with an eyedropper. So some tips and tricks on choosing your tea tree oil. The first one would be get one with an eyedropper, especially if you plan on using it how I used it in these videos. An eyedropper will save you so much time, and it was just really messy when I was using it without an eyedropper. I just recommend getting an eyedropper. It's not going to cause you any hassle, and you'll actually be able to save product because you're not going to be spilling it all over the place. And then the second thing is make sure it comes in a brown bottle, a dark brown bottle. And the reason behind that is the main antiseptic property in tea tree oil, it oxidizes when it's exposed to light. So the dark brown bottle prohibits that. And so if it does get oxidized, then the product is useless. So it's like you're just putting water on your toes, which is useless. Honestly, probably detrimental to you're getting rid of your toenail fungus. And the third thing is look for 100% therapeutic grade. Like I said, this one was. But I have seen 100% pure and natural and like unrefined versions out there. And those I found to be more potent. But keep in mind, if you have really sensitive skin, that, obviously the more potent of the tea tree oil, the more likely it is to irritate or dry out your skin. So just keep that in mind. And if you like this type of stuff, please don't hesitate to subscribe and like the video. All of these products will be in the description. So we'll make it easy for you. And yeah, have a great day.